Have you ever wondered why some of the most fake, manipulative, and insincere people seem to thrive while the honest and hardworking ones are left behind? It's a harsh reality that plays out everywhere, in workplaces, social circles, and even at the highest levels of power. Why does it happen? Why do fake people often succeed more than genuine ones? Today, we're going to explore the psychology behind it and understand why their tactics work so well. Let's start with perception. Fake people understand one critical thing. In many situations, perception matters more than reality. In a world driven by impressions, they master the art of presenting themselves in the most favorable light. It's not about being real, it's about being effective. They know how to craft a persona that fits the moment, adapting to situations like social chameleons. Whether it's at work, in social settings, or even on social media, fake people invest heavily in curating an image that resonates with what people expect or admire. They understand that most people judge based on surface-level impressions, rather than digging deeper. It's human nature to take things at face value, and fake people exploit this tendency to their advantage. One key reason they succeed is their ability to manipulate social dynamics. They read people exceptionally well, figuring out who holds power, who can be influenced, and who can be used as a stepping stone. They're skilled at saying exactly what others want to hear. It's calculated and deliberate, praising the right people, volunteering for tasks that put them in the spotlight, and being visible when it counts. For instance, in a corporate environment, they might cozy up to influential managers, attend every meeting just to be seen, and always seem to agree with those in power. This isn't just mindless flattery, it's a calculated strategy. By aligning themselves with key figures, they create a network of support that makes it hard for others to challenge their success. Fake people also know how to appear confident. Confidence is attractive and persuasive, even if it's hollow. When someone walks into a room with an air of certainty, people naturally assume they're competent. It's human nature to associate confidence with capability. So, when fake people project unwavering self-assurance, they're often believed and trusted more than those who humbly downplay their abilities. Think about it. How often have you seen someone who seems to know what they're doing, even if you suspect they're just bluffing? Fake people understand that hesitation or self-doubt makes others question their value. So, they practice looking and sounding confident, even when they're completely clueless. Another tool in their arsenal is strategic storytelling. Fake people are master storytellers, shaping narratives to their advantage. They might exaggerate achievements, fabricate past successes, or distort events to make themselves look like the hero or the victim, depending on what's most beneficial at the time. This storytelling technique often involves weaving in just enough truth to make it believable. They might claim credit for a group project, subtly suggesting they were the driving force behind it, even if they contributed little. By the time anyone questions it, the story has already been widely accepted. Fake people are also experts in emotional manipulation. They know how to play on people's feelings, whether it's making others feel guilty, invoking sympathy, or appearing vulnerable when it suits them. They might cry at will, claim they've been unfairly treated, or exaggerate their struggles to win over support and empathy. One common technique they use is gaslighting, making others doubt their own perceptions and sanity. For example, they might insist that someone is overreacting or imagining problems when calling out their lies or inconsistencies. This psychological manipulation makes others question their own judgment, giving fake people even more control. Another powerful tool fake people use is image management. They carefully curate their appearance, both online and offline. From wearing stylish clothes to posting pictures of seemingly perfect lives on social media, they understand that looking successful often convinces others that they actually are successful. Think about it. Fancy clothes, impressive social media profiles, expensive gadgets, they all create the illusion of achievement. People are naturally drawn to those who appear to be thriving. We're wired to admire success, and fake people know how to exploit this by projecting an image that screams, "I've made it." Even if it's all smoke and mirrors, the illusion alone can open doors and opportunities. Social validation is another key factor in their success. Fake people surround themselves with others who can vouch for them or elevate their status. Whether it's forming alliances at work, gaining social media followers, or befriending influential people, they know how to build networks that make them look important and successful. This network acts as a buffer against criticism. If everyone else seems to believe in them, it makes others doubt their own skepticism. When they're constantly seen with successful and influential people, it creates an association in people's minds that they must be on the same level. The halo effect is a psychological phenomenon where one positive trait or quality overshadows negative aspects. Fake people leverage this by excelling in one area, like being charming, articulate, or physically attractive. Once people perceive them positively in one context, they're more likely to overlook flaws or questionable behavior. For example, a charismatic leader might be seen as competent and trustworthy simply because they're good at public speaking or maintaining eye contact. Even if their actual skills are mediocre, the positive impression lingers and shields them from deeper scrutiny. Fake people also take advantage of the fact that most people avoid confrontation. They know that even when others suspect dishonesty, they are often too polite or too afraid to call it out. This lack of challenge allows them to operate without being held accountable. In a workplace setting, they might take credit for others' work, knowing that their colleagues will hesitate to call them out publicly. Or they might make false promises, knowing that people will give them the benefit of the doubt rather than risk an uncomfortable conflict. While fake people often succeed in the short term, their success is rarely sustainable. Relationships based on lies and manipulation eventually crumble. Once people start to see through the facade, trust is shattered, and it's almost impossible to rebuild. In professional settings, this can mean sudden demotions, job loss, or being ostracized from networks that once embraced them. One of the biggest dangers for fake people is overexposure. The more they climb, the more eyes are on them. At some point, maintaining the illusion becomes exhausting, and one slip-up can reveal the truth. When that happens, the downfall is often spectacular, as those who once admired them turn away in disappointment or even betrayal. Consider the numerous public figures exposed as frauds after years of success. From business leaders to influencers, some have built empires on deception, only to watch it all crumble when the truth surfaced. Their success stories were never rooted in reality. They were built on crafted illusions and manipulation. 1. Look beyond appearances. Question inconsistencies. Trust actions more than words, and pay attention to how they treat people who aren't useful to them. 2. Be skeptical of charm. Just because someone seems likable or confident doesn't mean they're trustworthy. True character reveals itself over time. 3. Focus on consistency. Fake people often slip up when they can't maintain their fabricated stories. Look for patterns rather than isolated actions. 4. Trust your instincts. If something feels off, don't ignore it. Intuition is often the first indicator that someone isn't being authentic. 5. Build genuine relationships. Surround yourself with people who value honesty and integrity. Real connections are harder for fake people to infiltrate. The truth is, fake people may win battles, but they rarely win wars. Their success might look impressive from a distance, but up close, it's often fragile and temporary. Being genuine and authentic might not always give you quick success, but it builds a foundation that lasts. Don't fall for the illusion of effortless success that fake people project. Instead, focus on real growth, authentic connections, and lasting achievements. While fake people may seem to thrive temporarily, their success is often as fake as they are. In the end, the truth has a way of surfacing, and when it does, real character is the one that stands strong.